So here the question number 4 states that the demand function for a monopolist is given by, so demand function, what is the demand function given by? X is equal to 100 minus 4p, right? Remember that
Yes, sir.
demand function is always in terms of price. Remember I told you that for a demand function, X is a function of P. Remember this.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
you see here that X is a function of P above. Okay. So that is why it is called the demand function. Okay. Next, what is given? You need to find out the total revenue. Okay. Now for total revenue, what is the formula for total revenue? Price per unit into output, right?
Output.
So do we know the price per unit? We don't know the price per unit, but we know X in terms of P, right? So what we can
Yes,
do
sir.
is we can find out P in terms of X. So what is P here? P here is 100 minus X divided by 4.
Yes, sir.
So this is the price per unit, 100 minus X divided by 4, right? Which can also be written as 25 minus X by 4, isn't it? Right? Can be written?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay. So total revenue. Therefore, what is total revenue? Total revenue is price per unit into the output, right? What is the price per unit here? 25 minus X by
25 minus X by 4.
into X. So which is 25X minus X square by 4. So that is your total revenue. Fine. Next question is average revenue. What is the average revenue? What is the formula for average revenue?
So average in total.
Total revenue divided by output, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the total revenue we have found here? 25X
25.
minus X square by 4 whole divided by X,
Yes, sir.
which is 25X by
Yes.
X minus X square by 4 by X, right? So one X cancel from here and this X cancel from here. What do you get? 25 minus X by 4. So that is your average revenue, right?
Yes, sir.
In fact, what you can say is that if you remember, I told you, if you can remember the result, that in case of marginal revenue and average revenue, price per unit is equal to average revenue. Do you remember this derivation that I did? Let me show you
The
this one.
price is equals to.
If you remember, here I showed you. See, marginal revenue is equal to price per unit, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I showed you this. Also, what did I show? I also showed you that average revenue is equal to price per unit. That means AR must be equal to P, right?
Yes, sir.
So now coming back, see here, without even calculating average revenue is equal to total revenue divided by X, if you knew that average revenue is equal to price per unit, what was the price per unit we have found out here? 25 minus X by 4, right? Directly you could have put it here. That average revenue is equal to price is equal to 25 minus X by 4. Understood? But anyway,
Yes,
this
sir.
is a better way of doing. Okay, average revenue is equal to total revenue divided by X. Next is marginal revenue. Marginal revenue. What is marginal revenue? It is the differentiation of total revenue, right? What is the total revenue?
Yes.
25X minus X by 4, which is DDX of
4.
25X minus X square by 4, right? So what will you get if you differentiate this? You'll get 25 minus 2X by 4. See whether you have understood differentiation. Differentiation is okay.
Yes, sir.
So this cancels here. So you get 25 minus x by 2. See again, marginal revenue is equal to price per unit. Can you see? 25 minus x by 4, and this is 25 minus x by 4. I had shown you here, isn't it? That marginal revenue is equal to price per unit.
Yes, sir.
Where is it gone?
It's
Yes.
price per unit.
Marginal revenue is equal to price per unit. So that's it. Okay. So now, fourth question is price and quantity at which marginal revenue is equal to 0. At what price and at what quantity marginal revenue is equal to 0. So let us put marginal revenue is equal to 0 and see we have marginal revenue as a function of x is equal to 0, right? What is the marginal revenue function we have found out? 25 minus x by 4. So 25 minus x by 2. Oh, this is 25 minus x by 25 minus x by 4. This should be 25 minus x by, no, this is 2. Okay, differentiation is okay. 25 minus x by 2. This is 2. Okay, so you get 25 minus
Okay.
x by 2 is equal to 0. That means 25 is equal to x by 2. That means x must be equal to 50 units. So at what is the quantity at which marginal revenue is 0? 50 units, right?
Yes.
And they have also asked the price. What is the price at which marginal revenue is 0? What you do is you put x is equal to 50 in the demand function. What is the demand function here? X is equal to 100 minus 4p, right? So we have the demand function is given as,
Yes, sir.
the demand function is given as x is equal to 100 minus 4p, right? Yes, 100 minus 4p. Putting x is equal to 100. Sorry, x is equal to 50. What is the output here at which marginal revenue is 0? 50, right?
50.
So what is the price at which marginal revenue
Yes.
is 0? You put x is equal to 50 in this
Okay, sir.
to get the corresponding price. 50 is equal to 100 minus 4p. That means 4p is equal to 100 minus 50. That means p is equal to 50 by 4. Means 25 by 2. Okay, 12.5. So what is the
Okay,
price
sir.
at which marginal revenue is 0? 12.5, right?
Yes, sir.
And what is the quantity at which marginal revenue is 0? 50 units. That's it.
20. Yes, sir.
Now we do number 6. Number 6. Which one is number 6? This one. Suppose the consumers will demand 40 units of a product when the price is 12, right? What does this mean? What does this mean? Suppose the consumers will demand 40 units of a product when the price is rupees 12. What is the symbol for a price per unit? P, right?
Price per unit. PS.
So when, if you read the first sentence, what happens? When x is output x is equal to 40 units, what is the price? 12 per unit, right? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And next sentence is that the suppose let me read from the beginning. Suppose the consumers will demand 40 units of a product when price is rupees 12, that I have already written, and 25 units when the price is 18. So when the when the consumers will demand 25 units, the price is 18, right? Question is
Yes, sir.
find the demand function. What is the demand function? X is equal to some function of P, right? Isn't it? That is the demand function.
Yes, sir.
This is the demand function. X is equal to some function of P, right? This is called a demand function, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, sir.
The question is here in this question, they have not given you the demand function. They are asking you to define the demand function. The next part of the sentence says find the demand function assuming that it is linear. Now, what do you mean by linear? Do you remember what is linear?
So linear.
Do you remember linear algebraic expression is like ax plus b, right? Quadratic
Yes, sir.
expression is ax square plus bx plus c, right? Cubic is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, right? If the demand function is linear, that means demand function will look something like this, ax plus b. Okay. So what
Yes,
I
sir.
do is, that means the power of x will be 1. Okay. Now we know that demand function, we know that demand function x is some function of p, right? Since in
Yes,
this
sir.
case, since in this case demand function is linear, fp must be linear,
Yes, sir.
right? So what I do is I say let x is equal to ap plus b. This is linear in p, isn't it? This is the demand function. X is equal to some function of p, where ap plus b is linear, where a and
Yes,
b are
sir.
constants, isn't it? Where a
Yes,
and
sir.
b are constants. So this is what we have taken the demand function to be. Okay. Now what? See the first condition. When x is equal to 40, p equal to 12, right? Isn't it? Put this
Yes,
here.
sir.
We want to find out the value of a and b. So put this here. X is equal to 40, a into 12 plus b. That means you get 12a plus b is equal to 40. This is our first equation. Okay. Next, what is the next condition? When x is equal to 25, p is equal to 18. When x is equal to 25, p is equal to 18. So therefore, put it here again. 25 is equal to a into 18 plus b. That means 18a plus b is equal to 25. This is our second equation, right? Now we shall solve these two equations to get the values of a and b. So solving 1 and 2. You know how to solve simultaneous equation? We'll solve simultaneous equations. 12a plus b, 18a plus b is equal to 40 equal to 25. Subtract. It cancels. You get minus 6a is equal to 40 minus 25 is 15. So what is a here? A here is minus 15 by 6, which is minus 5 by 2. Okay. This is the value of
Yes.
a. So now putting a is equal to, we get the value of b. Putting a is equal to minus 5 by 2 in 1. Let's put it in 1. We get 12a plus, sorry, 12 into a is minus 5 by 2. 12 into minus 5 by 2 plus B is equal to 40. That means now you cancel this to 1 to 6. You get minus 30 plus B is equal to 40. That means B is equal to 30 plus 40, which is equal to 70. So what is the demand function? Therefore, demand function X is equal to AP. What is A? Minus 5 by 2 plus B. B is 70. This is the demand function. See, what have we taken the demand function as? We have taken the demand function as X is equal to AP plus B, right? Now with the help of these two conditions, we found out the values of A and B. So therefore, putting the values of A and B back in this, X is equal to AP plus B. What is the demand function we got? This, right? Is it clear? So we have found out the demand function. Next question is also determine the total revenue function. Total revenue function. What is total revenue function? P into X, right? Price per unit into output. So what you do is, we write here, we find P in terms of X. We have X is equal to minus 5 by 2 P plus 70. That means X minus 70 is equal to minus 5 by 2 P. That means 70 minus X is equal to 5P by 2. That means 140 minus 2X is equal to 5P. That means what is P? 140 minus 2X divided by 5. Means P is 5, 2 and 5, 8 minus 2 by 5 X, right? This is what is P. So what should be a total revenue function? P into X. Therefore, total revenue function TRX is equal to P into X, which is equal to 28 minus 2 by 5 X whole into X, which is 28X minus 2 by 5 X square. Okay, this is the total revenue function. Next question is, find the average revenue function and the marginal revenue function. So next, average revenue. What should be the average revenue? Average. What is the formula for average revenue function?
Formula of
Yeah.
average revenue function, the total divided by number of.
Yes, total divided by output. Total revenue divided by
Yes,
output.
sir.
We have found TR. TR is how much? Total revenue 28X minus 2 by 5 X square whole divided by X. So which is, now if you separate 28X by X minus 2 by 5 X square divided by X, which is 28 minus this X cancels. So you simply get 28 minus 2 by 5 X. Clear? Average revenue. And finally, you have marginal revenue. Marginal revenue function. MR X is equal to, what is the definition of marginal revenue? It is a differentiation of total revenue, right? And what is
Yes, sir.
total revenue here? Total revenue is 28X minus 2 by 5 X square. Okay. Now you differentiate. So you get 28 minus 2 by 5 into 2X, right? So you get 28 minus 4X by 5. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This is the marginal revenue. That's it. That finishes with this question. Let's do the next question, number 7. And which problem is number 7? This one. A firm. This one here. A firm knows that the demand function for one of its products is linear. Again, I told you what is linear, right?
Yes, sir.
It also knows that it can sell 1000 units when the price is rupees 4, and it can sell 1500 units when the price is rupees 2. So let us write it down. When uh, they are able to sell 1000 units, what is the price then? Rupees 4 per unit, right? And when they are able to sell 1500 units, the price is 2 per unit, right? Also, it is said that the demand
Yes.
function is linear. Okay, so let x is equal to AP plus B, because the demand function is linear, just as I explained earlier,
Yes, sir.
where A and B are constants. Now again, with the help of these two conditions, we are going to find out the values of A and B. So when x is equal to 1000, P equal to 4. Therefore, 1000 is equal to A into P plus B, right? So we get how much? 4A plus B is equal to 1000. This is your first equation. Fine. When x is equal to 1500, P is equal to 2. So therefore, 1500 is equal to A into P plus B. That means 2A plus B is equal to 1500. This is your second equation. Now we shall solve these two equations to get the values of A and B. So solving 1 and 2. We are finding out the demand function here, okay? Because that is the first question. See, determine. First question is the demand function. The next question is total revenue function. Second is average revenue function, and the fourth one is marginal revenue function. So this is actually just a review of what we have already done. So solving 1 and 2. The last question is very similar to this, isn't it, Amir?
Yes, sir.
So now you will tell me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Once I solve, after the demand function, you will tell me. So 2A is equal to minus 500. That means A is equal to minus 250. So putting A is equal to minus 250 in, say, let us put it in 2. We get 2 into minus 250 plus B is equal to 1500. That means B is equal to 1500 plus 500, which is equal to 2000. Okay. So therefore, what is the demand function? Therefore, demand function number 1. Tell me demand function, Amir.
The demand function. Demand function what?
We have got the values of A and B. Now you tell me a demand function. What is the demand function? What is the demand function we have taken here?
We have taken.
X is equal to AP plus B is the demand function, right?
Yes, sir.
If we have found out the values of A and B, then what is the demand function? X is equal to minus 250P plus 2000, AP plus B, right?
Yes, sir.
Next question, total revenue function. Tell me total revenue function. What will it be? How will you find out total revenue function? We have just done this in the last question.
Total demand by
Total revenue.
Sir,
Total revenue.
250,
Yes.
sir, minus 250p plus 2000 by.
Why? Total revenue is price per unit into the output, isn't it?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so
I
from the
thought.
demand function, we find out P. Find out P from here. So you have 250P is equal to 2000 minus X. That means P is 2000 minus X divided by 250, which is equal to 2000 by 250 minus X by 250, right?
Yes, sir.
So P is, will 250 cancel? Yes, it will cancel. 25, and this will cancel 8 times. So 8 minus X by 250. This is your price per unit. So what is the total revenue function? P into X. Hence, total revenue function PR X is equal to PX is equal to 8 minus X by 250 into X, right? Which is equal to 8X
Yes,
minus
sir.
X square by 250. This is your total revenue function. Okay. Third question. Third question is average revenue function. Tell me average revenue function.
Sir, to, sir, average revenue. The total revenue by goods produced per unit.
Output,
Yes, sir. Total.
which is total revenue divided by output. Total revenue
Output.
is 8X minus X square by 250
250
divided by X.
by X.
So it should give you 8 minus X by 250, right? I can write this directly, no problem here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And finally, you have marginal revenue function. Marginal. What is the definition of marginal revenue function?
The marginal revenue.
How many times will I tell you, Amir? It is a differentiation of total revenue.
Yes, sir.
The total revenue function we know. Total revenue function is how much? 8X minus X square by 250.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's put it here. So you get 8 minus 2X by 250.
2x by 250.
This cancels 125 times. So this is 8 minus X by 125. This is your marginal revenue function. That's it.
Yes, sir.